In this video, we're going to talk about how to get real sounds recorded with a microphone or with a guitar or with a bass, get those sounds into your DAW, into your computer. So that requires what we call an audio interface, like this. This one is complete by Native Instruments, okay? Looks like this. It's got a couple preamps. This is what you can plug microphones and guitar cables into. Also on the back, there's a couple things over here that you can plug guitar inputs into as well. So they'll say this is a 6-in interface. When I think of it as basically a 2, because I use the preamps all the time. You can plug in 2 more things here, and then they have this type of SPDIF type of cable thing I never use. So look for how many preamps it has, or if you're just using things that don't need a preamp, you can use these. I usually just use this as a 2 audio in. So you can plug your microphones into this using an XLR cable. XLR cable looks like this. It's got those 3 prongs in there. Now this allows electricity to go in and power your mic. So you plug it into your interface like that, plug it in there, and you have a knob right here that controls how loud it is, the gain, okay? So plug your microphone into that, and then you can plug another microphone in or whatever. Then you need this to talk to your computer. Now, I look for interfaces. This is just me. USB interfaces. People will be like, well, USB isn't as cool as USB 9.1000 or Thunderbolt or Lightning Bolt or whatever. The reason I like USBs is they work on everything, right? So if I'm flying overseas and my laptop dies, I can use the backup laptop, same interface. Or I can use an old computer, a new computer. If things don't have a USB port, they're going to have your lightning cable. You get the adapter, plug the USB in. Everything works with USB. It works for me. Okay, so USB is the way to go. This is what we call bus powered. So I plug in my USB cable into the back like that. And I plug this into the computer and it powers it, right? I don't need to plug in a separate power cable. This is handy for me, so I usually look for bus powered ones. However, you're not going to get more than 2 preamps on a bus powered interface usually. So if you're plugging in a bunch of stuff, you're going to need to plug it in to have it get power. So this goes straight into the computer, and then you might have to install a driver. In this case, with Native Instruments Complete, you don't. It just plugs it in and it works magically. So that's how you get your microphone signal in. Plug that in, goes to your computer. Your computer recognizes it. You have to tell your computer in your preferences, go preferences, audio input, choose the name of your interface, and that's where it gets your audio in from. You can also use your interface to listen back to audio. See, there's a volume knob on the top. Woo, right? I put that tape there and put an arrow so I know where it is, right? But here, there's an output where you can plug your headphones into, and you can listen to it with headphones. Or on the back, you have some 1/4-inch outputs. You plug those into monitors like this thing over here. Can't quite reach, but you get the idea. So you can listen through those, and if you want to hear more, big knob there. All right. So that is an audio interface. It accepts microphone cables. Oh, also it accepts guitar cables like this. All right. So you can plug your guitar cable right into there, same way as a microphone, or you can plug it in the back if you don't want to use the preamp. Plug it in there, okay? And that is how you get audio into your computer. Get an audio interface. Some people will be like, this audio interface sounds way better than this audio interface. Truth is, yeah, it's if you've got really good ears, you can tell the difference. But I've done important recordings using this. I have another one over here. You see the lights blinking every time I talk into it. It goes green. That's a Scarlett. Its preamps sound good too for the money. You can spend a lot of money on an audio interface, or you could spend a little bit. The more expensive ones will have better preamps. Some companies have like digital processing within your interface, so you can use fancy plugins, and then it thinks like a computer for you. Those are expensive. If you're starting off, I would start with a basic audio interface, anywhere from $200 to $300, okay? Just start there, get really good at using that, and then if you want to upgrade later, you can. So that is an audio interface, and that's how you get microphone signals and guitar signals to your computer, into your DAW.